Everybody's feeling blank this morning. I don't know what that means.
Fatigue.
We actually have a lot to talk about because there's a lot going on in Rogersville.
Oh yeah, I just remembered everything. Thank you.
Oh
for
yeah.
that.
Oh, it just clicked.
It's like
There's
when
a big Saturday there.
when the feed goes
Yeah.
live, everybody remembers what they have to talk about.
It's these magical headphones.
I feel magical today in these
We just keep taking it up a notch around K-ROG, don't we?
That's right.
Or something.
headphones and
Well,
microphones.
Speaking of, we want to thank our major sponsor, the Resource Center in Springfield, for
Thank you.
kind of making all of this happen out here. They do everything, insurance and financial services, so investing and property casualty insurance, and we do estate planning seminars together. So if you need anything like that, give them a call at 882-1800. They're big sponsors of K-ROG, and we appreciate everything they do to help us out here.
Very much.
And Bruce's show on Mondays. Bruce and I do a show on Monday, Dollars and Cents. And so that's
You're
entertaining
crazy
too.
not to catch that show.
Yeah, it's good advice, and sometimes it's funny, and it's usually entertaining. We always mean it to be funny, but, you know, it's about funny half the time is kind of the way that stuff goes, right?
You're trying to be funny all the time, but it's only funny. half
Yeah,
the
that's
time.
right. That's me.
If
That's
you're a
me.
Major League Baseball player, that's a great batting average.
That's a wonderful way to look at life, isn't it, Chris?
It really is.
I'm batting 400. I'm in the Hall of Fame, baby.
Pretty much. One of the best of all time.
I'm going with that. That sounds pretty good.
Speaking of baseball, the Cardinals made a big deal, and
Yes.
all of a sudden I'm ready for baseball.
Hey,
Let's
pitchers
go.
and catchers report here, what, in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Less than that?
It's on. It's on.
Yep. Always excited for that. Love Cardinal baseball. It's awesome to have them here local here in Springfield, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
really
I
good.
want to go to. Hopefully, we'll be able to go to
Oh,
games.
I
at
hope we can
Hammonsfield
get
this
in.
year.
Yeah.
Is it Hammonsfield now? Does
Yeah.
it change names?
I think it's still Hammonsfield
I want to go there.
for now.
I need a hot dog. Watch baseball.
Who knows? It could become the Resource Center field.
It might. That place is exploding.
Yeah.
Hey, so
love
here's the one topic that I actually picked up this morning that I missed. At the age of 44, did you guys ever watch Saved by the Bell?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to make me
Of course
cry
we
right
did.
here.
I'm
Really?
sorry. Did you know?
I
Did
did.
you guys know?
I knew. I heard yesterday.
Screech died.
Screech died of cancer,
He
right?
died of cancer.
That's
Really?
Yep. Dustin Diamond.
wasn't Screech living kind of a hard life for a while?
I think
Yeah.
I think he went at
did.
it pretty hard for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know his life story at all. I just know that he had some struggles.
Well,
which
when
just
you never
happens
out-
to most young actors and actresses.
Yeah, particularly when you never outgrow Screech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
And he
really
never
want, or like
did.
Urkel. Where's the Urkel guy?
Yeah, 'cause you-
Jaleel White?
Yeah.
Oh, he's on all kinds of stuff.
Is he doing
You
good?
just don't recognize him.
That's
He's
the
not
thing.
Because he's an
Urkel.
athlete. I mean, he's a really great basketball player, and you don't recognize him. But, yeah,
But you kind of get the feeling with Screech, he actually was Screech.
a little bit.
And
yeah.
maybe that played in. Or maybe
Yeah.
that's how that character
You know, the
developed.
other kid actor that you don't recognize that is around a lot is Scott Farkas from.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
He's in a lot of stuff.
Who's
From
he? What's
from the
that?
Christmas
From
Story.
A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
The bully from A
Oh.
Christmas Story.
He's got yellow eyes.
Oh,
He's got
that's
yellow
right.
eyes.
That's right.
He had yellow eyes. Oh my gosh, he had yellow eyes.
Only it wasn't fudge.
And Peter Billingsley's in a few things too. That, of course, was Ralphie from A Christmas Story.
Yeah, Ralphie.
See
It's
him.
always fun when you spot one of those actors. You're like, hey, look in there.
So he played one of the elf in the movie Elf, the elf supervisor.
Yes.
That's like, it's okay, buddy.
Aw.
You'll do better
Yeah.
next time. That's Peter Billingsley.
Yeah, him and John Favreau are really good buddies
Oh,
because he's
okay.
in Iron Man movies too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed him in those movies,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, well, he shaved his head and he's
Oh,
got a
yeah.
mustache,
Huh.
and so he looks completely different. And
I do now remember who he was
Yeah.
in that movie because
Yeah.
he does look completely different in
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
speaking of Elf, I showed I didn't show a clip. I spoke about the Bob Newhart skit on Mad TV where he does he's the
Oh,
psychotherapist.
that's fantastic.
They just stop it.
I love it.
Yeah, it's one of the best ever. So
Yeah.
I realized though, there's not going to be a lot of people in the room that know who Bob Newhart was. So
Yeah.
I had to say, hey, millennials, that's Papa Elf on Elf.
Right.
That was the association I had to make for them.
Or Professor Proton. Is it Professor Proton from The Big Bang Theory?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Forgot about that
Watching
little
Big
cameo.
Bang for
Yep.
the first time.
But yeah,
ever.
it's funny. But Bob Newhart
Hilarious.
is still funny.
Oh
Like,
my
that
gosh.
dry sense of humor.
Ugh.
For me, he's got a. Anyway, he transcends all the generations.
if
with
you go
that.
back and watch some of the old roasts on YouTube, like Dean Martin's,
Mhm.
you know, celebrity roast or whatever. The old ones, like back in the 60s and 70s, where Bob Newhart's on there, they totally, like Don Rickles would get on there and just destroy Bob Newhart. They were really good friends,
Yeah.
but he would just utterly destroy him on there. And it's so hilarious because Bob Newhart just sits there and just laughs. He doesn't have anything to say.
And so can you, pick, I'm sure we can come up with one, maybe, Hollywood actor today that could do that. Like, take it.
I was just thinking that.
Oh, there's
like,
not.
I don't
No.
think roasts would
No.
go. I don't think the roasts are. I think it's a thing of the past.
Yeah.
I would
mean,
love to be roasted.
the egos are
It's
huge.
hilarious.
I would absolutely love for someone just to pick me apart, like publicly. It would just be fun.
I want to
That's
say,
weird, Tom. It sounds
Well,
like you thought of that.
I'm not
Jerry
I'm not a
Seinfeld.
sadomasochist.
Yeah,
but
he might.
that definitely does. Yeah.
'Cause
Keanu,
that's part of his shtick. He
Yeah.
doesn't care.
the other
he just
person that
doesn't
I
care.
think seems to have a good enough strength of character would be Keanu Reeves. But what are you going to make fun of him for?
I think he's like a really nice
Except
guy.
for Bill and Ted.
His really bad acting in his early years. How about that?
Keanu doesn't have
us.
Keanu doesn't have bad acting. He has bad line delivery.
Is
Yeah,
that it?
that's
yeah,
fair.
it's undynamic. It's
Ah.
very, hey man, what's going on? You
Yeah.
know, it's one trick pony as
Yeah.
far as his
Yeah.
his
But
line.
what's
And that's
funny-
why like John Wick is so good because he doesn't have to say anything.
He doesn't.
No,
Yeah.
it's just, pew, pew,
Yeah,
pew,
just
pew, pew,
destroy
pew.
people. I watched the first one of those with my boys the other day because they kept talking about Keanu Reeves like he's this god, you know, like he's the best
Norris?
actor. Yeah.
No.
And I was like, who?
They're like,
Keanu,
wait,
like, Dad, you don't know who Keanu Reeves? No, I know who Keanu Reeves
Johnny
is.
Utah, man.
Bill S. Preston.
Are we talking
No,
Point
Ted-
Break right here?
Ted Theodore Logan.
Yeah, that's right. Ted Theodore Logan. Dude.
He's one of those that's probably like an icon, but not. I mean, he's not up there with the best of the best as far as his.
No, it's just funny how he's
It's-
resurfaced as this cult figure
He's
amongst.
like a mythological
culture.
creature.
And it's all due pretty much to John
Wick, yeah,
And
absolutely.
I like those movies. They're incredibly violent. I mean, they are.
Right.
If you see two is worse than one.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, my
one
gosh.
was.
3 is worse than 2.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll stop with one.
Is
The
there
body
three of them?
count in 2 is the highest because I
Yeah.
looked it up.
Yeah.
It's
Did
like
you
over
really?
200. Yeah.
What was
But
the
there's
one
only
Doesn't
like
even sound like it's a movie at that.
there's
point.
only like 20 stunt guys, so they're all getting killed like 10
Multiple
times,
times,
multiple
yeah.
times. Through the
But like it was the other night we watched was it Mad Max Fury Road? Have you seen that one?
I haven't
yeah.
watched that one yet.
It's a beautiful movie. I mean, they
Yes, it's
shot it
incredible.
and it's just
Okay.
beautifully done. And it's kind of a interesting story, you know,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
like the whole Mad Max
Sure.
like universe or whatever.
What's so weird though is the first one isn't that good of a movie. I don't think. I mean, from a storytelling
you
perspective.
mean the first one?
Yeah, like Mad
oh,
Max.
Road
Yeah.
Warrior.
no, Road Warrior came after
That was the
Mad.
second one. Yeah, Mad Max.
Mad Max was
very
the first one.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't
super
that good,
great.
but Road Warrior was like, wow. it's a
But
great
at the
movie.
time, nothing had been done that was quite as visceral as that. So
Yeah.
that's why I think it kind of still sticks.
okay.
But this one's kind of in the same vein as that. It is a little visceral or whatever. But so Sam wanted to watch it, and he was like, "Dad, I really want to watch this." Right? You know, and sometimes you sit there and go, I can't remember if this is a
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we've gotten numb to like
Yeah.
violence, and as parents, you look at it and go, I can't remember if this was like 1980s violence or was this like 2020 violence, you know,
Right,
which is
yeah.
completely different. But we watched it, and it was actually really good. It was really good to watch it again. But Sam got done, and he goes, "That was a really cool movie, but I don't want to watch it again." I was like, "That's good, yeah, good."
Yeah.
John Wick's kind of like that too. You can only watch it so many times, and you're like, "Okay, yeah, this is a little too."
I'll be honest, I have not hit that limit yet.
Oh, you've watched it
Really?
quite a few times.
I've probably watched the whole series 3 or 4 times.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is like your like reserved anger coming out
I
and
guess.
watching John Wick.
I guess. I don't know.
The thing I like the most about John Wick is the cars in it.
yeah.
Like that with they got that Mustang and they got that, is it a Super Sport?
well, that's how the whole thing starts. They steal his car.
They steal
Right.
his car. Yeah.
Don't
Gets him
steal
back in the game.
cars.
They were there's
Oh my gosh.
a really good YouTube.
Ignore the comments.
Who is it?
It's best movie ever is Mandolin, the story of young Yogi the Bear.
Oh yeah, no.
John, you
Never
still
seen
telling
that
that
one.
same joke?
Again, someone
is.
commenting as K-ROG.
He will not drop that joke.
What is the joke?
The joke is
The
that
mandolin?
he's missed
Young
completely.
Yogi the bear,
I don't know this.
I don't
little
get it.
little Yogi.
I've never.
Instead of the mandolin,
Not mandolin, but-
Mandalorian.
Oh.
Yoda.
You need new jokes, Pope.
He's
That's-
like a.
That was a,
It's like a bad dad joke.
It's not even a good. There's a lot of good
hold on a
dad jokes.
second.
That's a bad dad
It's
joke.
not a dad joke because all dad jokes are fantastic.
Speaking
that's
of-
fair.
So that's the minimum criteria.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a
speaking
good
of
joke.
John Pope, though. So John Pope did the girls' basketball game last night. I think he got done at probably about 9 o'clock. John Pope came back here last night, set up our studio for this morning's.
Aw.
What a guy. Bad jokes, great guy.
Yeah,
His jokes
great
are
guy.
really
Thank you,
good.
John Pope, for doing
He's a
that.
funny dude.
Because-
We love you, John.
I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, and I was like,
I watched you pulled straight in here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is set up in here.
Yeah,
And I came in, and the first thing, John, I know you're right. The first thing I thought was, I love John Pope.
John Pope's my best friend.
We didn't have to set this up this morning, so thank you, John.
No, I watched you pull into the parking lot at 6:25. You were coming in pretty hot.
I was coming.
You came right in, and then you were right back down.
I
the
knew I
sidewalk,
might.
yeah.
We might be setting up the
Yeah.
studio. here this
Uh,
week.
I came in about 7 o'clock to make sure it was good to go, and it was.
I should have
was.
texted and just said, "It's all clear."
Yeah, it's all clear.
It's all good. Good man, John.
I was doing good this morning because I had time to get cappuccino instead of just coffee.
Oh,
Because when
Oh.
I'm running late, I get coffee.
I see.
When I have time, I get cappuccino, which is delicious.
Hey,
by
so-
the way.
And by the way, and you got a straight up cappuccino
Yeah,
at
that's it.
story time, right? So,
straight up.
you know, a lot of people come in and they order a cappuccino.
Mhm.
What they don't know is they really want a latte.
Correct. Yeah. Flavor. They want flavor and syrup and stuff in it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I,
I don't at all.
when I used to drink lattes, and I really don't anymore, but I would not get. There's like, what do you want in it? Like nothing. I
want
just
it strong.
latte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
really,
want a
you
latte
wanted
latte.
a cappuccino, which is more of the froth and more just espresso.
No froth.
But you
ju-
want
milk.
just the steam milk. Okay.
Yeah, steamed
So you
milk.
want a latte. You just don't
So
want any
it's a
syrup
latte,
in it.
but no
Yeah.
Right.
flavored.
Yeah, I don't
flavor
want
on the
flavored
latte.
one. Hey, I got one announcement. We got this, and I think this is probably good to share. Is that so Safe Haven now sent out a I guess an announcement, and then also looking for sponsors of some sort. But so we were beyond excited to announce that our organization is hosting our first ever gala,
Oh,
Denim and Diamonds, on April 10th, 2021, at Samuel Cedars in Rogersville, Missouri. And it says this is to help us raise the funds needed to install a garden and future greenhouse for both of our food pantries, which I think
I
is
love
awesome.
that.
Yeah, I
love
I
it.
love that
Um,
idea.
This project will be rolled out in multiple phases, which is super smart. And we hope to have a visual at the event for everyone to see. And I got this because of Bravo Creative, and I'm sure that the Chamber got the list, but I don't think it's necessarily restricted to that. So
That's wonderful.
You mean they take money from anybody?
they will take money from anyone. So they have, it looks like 3 levels of sponsorship. So $600 gives you up to 10 tickets to the gala with reserved table, verbal recognition at the gala, logo and recognition and all that good stuff. Gold level is $400. You get 6 tickets with all of that, I assume, and then a silver for $200 and a bronze level for $100. And Safe Haven is a awesome
Mm-hmm.
Food pantry.
food pantry
And thrift store.
everything else in town, and they've helped in so many different ways. So if you want to get out, and I'm going to be there at it.
What's
so
the date?
it
April
was
10th.
April 10th.
I'm amazed,
2 days
before
and
my
they are
birthday.
still relatively new.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But I'm amazed at how many people in town still don't know about them. We
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
to keep getting the word out.
Yeah.
They're doing great.
I'm
Mindy
amazed.
and Chris, good job. You're doing fantastic
Wonderful
over there.
April
they are
10th,
great people.
2021. The deadline on these sponsorship levels looks like it is coming up here. It's February 15th, 2021.
You got
So
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I am amazed at how long it takes people to figure things out in Rogersville, that they exist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
We
like,
still have people coming to story time. We've been open since August. They're like, I didn't know you were here. I'm like,
I know.
What?
where you been?
There's a coffee shop here?
Right?
I mean, I think that's one of the things that made K-ROG a thing is to help share information that
Right.
like Rogersville has stuff you should do.
Yeah, there's
Well-
life here. You don't have to drive
And I
down
was
the
gonna say,
highway to Springfield anymore.
Somebody said to me the other day, "What's K-ROG?" I'm like, where you been living?
Are you living under
Well,
a
Under
rock?
a rock.
Let me tell you.
I'm glad you asked.
Hey, what's that green bucket down there, Tom?
Yeah, let's talk about that now.
Well, the green bucket here is the police.
Right here.
I didn't know.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
I've had 3 hours of sleep. So, yeah, it's 4-H Feeding Missouri, which 4-H is awesome here in town. They do a great job.
Emma does a great job with 4-H.
It was funny because I was talking about this to somebody the other day, and they're like, wait, what's 4-H? And then the other
Right.
person said, well, I know what 4-H is. I just didn't know they existed anymore. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah, they
we got a
do.
great group here in Raj.
Yeah.
Yep. I think they cover Fordland, Rogersville.
They do,
area.
yeah. And so these green buckets, I'll just kind of give you some spots here because I know we have one down at the Storytime Coffee Shop counter, but they are also at Raj Fit Gym, Outlaw Gentleman Barbershop, Legacy Bank, Grub and Pub. I mentioned Storytime, Bass and Ballard Feed, Reese Nichols at the Heritage Post, and I think that's it. So
Oh, wait. And there's something
Your
else here.
cinnamon roll smells good.
There's a little message on the back here, which I'm assuming we're supposed to read that. Okay. The Fordland Mighty Eagles 4-H Club is proud to announce 4-H TV will air on K-ROG on Sunday, February 21st at 3 p.m. Until then, help support Care to Learn Rogersville by donating into these schnazzy cans at these fine establishments around town.
It's
I
all about
skipped that
food
part.
insecurity.
yes, it is about food insecurity, and
Mhm.
they're doing.
We
good
sometimes
work
don't read the directions.
there. We get there.
You
It just
read
takes-
them just in different order.
Yeah. I started at the end. And,
Too many entrepreneurs.
You were
Yeah.
like
yeah,
method
just get to the
acting.
point. Get to the point. That's how I look at it.
Exactly.
Drop some money in those cans at those fine establishments and support 4-H. And I think we're even working on a breakfast giveaway at the end of
Yes, I think
February. We're
so.
still working
I
on
think
that
there's
with
some
Emma, but some details to be
Shenanigans are being planned.
ironed out. But I'm going to tell you, it's going to be awesome.
I
So
love breakfast.
breakfast is good.
Breakfast is
Mm.
I'm kind of like a hobbit. I eat 2 breakfasts.
Wait,
Me too.
today's Groundhog Day, isn't it?
It is.
Hey,
Hey, everybody. Welcome to K-ROG. Thanks for watching here in Rogersville. Good morning.
I just realized it's February 2nd.
Start it all over,
This
man.
is my mom's favorite holiday.
Hey there, campers.
You got anything to talk about today?
Oh my gosh. I need to watch that movie. It's been a
Sonny
long
and
time.
Cher.
Yes.
They say I love on Peter
I love that
Rats.
movie.
We will be
Me
watching
too.
that at the Ballard House tonight.
Yeah,
it
it's a
is
good show.
tradition.
I have an update too because last night Rogersville Friends of the Park went to the city council meeting as guest speakers to talk about the park project that we are trying. Well, it's been kind of loosely bid, but they voted last night for it to go out to RFP, which basically means more seriously bid, where they're considering a major project at the park, which I'm not going to announce what that is yet because
I'm intrigued.
I want it to be more exciting. And I think we're going to work on getting a really good visual aid for it. So that was a exciting win for Friends of the Park last night to get the city. It sounds like they're on board to move forward with that. Well, consider moving forward with that because it's an expensive project like anything at the park. But it was good. It was a very good meeting.
That's awesome.
And
That is-
Corey, who's the parks director, came to our meeting last night, and we talked about our events and set all the dates, and we picked our finalists for the T-shirt contest. There's some good ones. So it was good.
How many finalists?
4
4 finalists.
Facebook voting will start as soon as we get it posted.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's good. I'm excited.
So,
Awesome.
so the Facebook users will determine which
They
t-shirt.
will determine the T-shirt winner.
And that would be followers or friends of the park. You can post that on Rogersville residents. Too.
It'll be Friends of the Park will be where the voting page
So
will take
you need
place.
to go like and share Friends of the Park.
Yes,
on-
like and share that page. We're getting
Facebook.
close to 2,000
maybe
followers.
we can put a link here in the.
I would like to follow.
K-ROG
I would
show.
like to. I'd like to throw a party when we get to 2,000 followers on that page. Growing the followership, is that a word, on Facebook is a big deal.
Followship.
Followship, followers.
Followers.
Shauna
Following.
asked Tom how to spell that, but I wasn't paying attention to the
It
comments.
was
So
when we were talking about 4-H.
4H.
H.
I don't know what word it was.
Yeah.
Because
Shauna,
the
if you're-
comments are delayed.
Yeah.
Sean, if you're watching, tell us what word, but don't spell it.
If you're in Mexico, it's
The
Cuatro
groundhog saw his
H-A.
shadow.
Yeah, Jason Fenn's letting us know the groundhog saw a shadow. So what does that mean?
You just go back to your
Oh.
home
It means we
groundhog.
have
More
what?
winter.
That
6
means
more
more
weeks.
winter?
Yeah.
More winter.
If we only get 6 more weeks of winter, I think that's pretty good around here, right?
Actually, did you see we're actually getting winter this week?
Are we?
Yeah.
Arctic blast.
An Arctic
The
blast?
trough
Sweet.
has
The
lowered.
lowering trough of Arctic blast.
Dun, dun, dun.
All I know is that I need it to hold off till the end of February because we have a really good sledding hill that
Oh
we're gonna
gosh,
have,
yeah.
and I'm really looking forward to that.
That sledding hill is going to be
It's gonna be
sketchy.
epic.
But we
It's
don't get
going-
snow anymore.
Pope, if that's you,
A dusting to 1 inch.
I doubt you were a finalist. I mean, I haven't seen your design, but just
No, Pope's would be. No, it wouldn't be. I saw
Hope did
his.
not do a T-shirt entry. We actually have like
Snazzy.
10.
How do you
He
spell
did.
snazzy?
He did do a T-shirt entry, Lauren. It was just on the private group.
Oh, I remember now.
I had just
I
forgotten
remember
that,
now.
Tom. Thank
Yeah.
you. I tried
So-
to scrub my mind.
Shauna wants to know how you spell
Snazzy.
She's got SJNAZY.
Snazzy.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah,
It's a-
I think Missouri snazzy is different from Minnesota schnazzy.
Okay.
Snazzy.
Yeah, schnazzy is
SCH.
Siri,
I
use the
think
How
it's
do you
word
good.
spell
sentence.
snazzy?
That's what I would do.
Is it a
I
verb?
would say SCHNAZZY. What's Siri say?
It says snazzy.
Snazzy. No,
Yeah,
that's not what I
yeah.
said,
And
Siri.
a-
Listen to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
It does say stylish and
Thank you,
attractive,
Shauna.
so I guess that is the
Thank
word.
you, Shauna, for calling me out.
Nobody says snazzy. It's schnazzy.
Of course.
Snazzy.
When is the first farmer's market?
It's going to be, oh gosh.
Sorry.
July.
June.
Second Saturday in July.
Really? Not till July?
Not till July.
Oh.
Yes, because so
Oh, that's right.
June 12th is the Bandit 5K. And then
And if you're not familiar with the Bandit 5K, it is one of the area's local premier races. You should have seen Chris Ballard run it last year.
Yeah,
It
but-
was
Oh, that's
not pretty.
right.
I did not train.
Chris Ballard looked like 15 people punched him on the gut when he got done with that.
Will
one.
Heartland Racing?
I don't run in the afternoon.
It was hot.
It was hot.
It was so hot.
I run in the mornings when it's cool. That was awful. So
I have
I'm
never seen a preacher say those words before. I'm kidding.
What'd I say? Oh gosh, what did I say? I
You
didn't say that.
anything. No, he didn't. He didn't say
that was a
anything.
joke.
I caught it. I was looking something up here. I'm training now though. I've gotten my running shoes back on. I didn't run last year except for that race, so I'm training. In
I
fact,
didn't run last year.
I'm going to train for this year.
I'm training right now.
Look at Will.
He's carbon up. You gotta get the
Getting
calories in.
stronger.
Joe Thomas would say you need a Pepsi and a Snickers bar with
Yes.
that cinnamon roll.
yeah, and I know
I
yeah.
take Taekwondo so I don't have to run.
We want to get 200 registrants this year. Oh, and we're gonna have an after party. I'm not gonna announce that yet.
Oh, that's cool.
You keep dropping all this up. Oh, there's this really. Never mind.
Never
I'm not
mind.
gonna-
Never mind.
Nope.
I'm not
I've
doing
got
that.
this really. No, I'm not telling you.
All
Oh,
my plan.
Okay, here I've looked up. So the Cabin Fever 5K, 10K, and 20K is this Saturday at Rogersville High School.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
yeah.
And
Their
so
medals were cool.
and really cool hoodie that you get when you enter.
So that's something happening in Rogersville.
That's this weekend. It's at the high school, and like I said, it's a 5K, 10K, and 20K. So I thought about doing the 5 or the 10. I'm definitely not doing the 20.
It's supposed to be cold this weekend.
It's supposed to be
Jesse and I were
really
gonna make, or
cold.
Jesse was going to like smoke wings for the Super Bowl. I'm like, babe, it's gonna be like 20 degrees as a high.
So
Yeah.
that's like a 20K is what? Like,
I don't know, but you know, Keaton. who
Well, a
does the
5K is
show with me on
3.1
10
Fridays.
times 4.
He runs
Yeah, where they
20
run
miles
into?
like
It's
for fun. Like
What's
he
that?
like Keaton.
Oh yeah,
He does like I'm going for a short run, just
Yeah.
20 miles. Like
yeah.
no,
That's Shayna
No.
too. You
That's
know.
not-
No, I just
Yeah,
did
Shayna
8. I
runs
just
like-
did 8
Shayna
today.
runs
I
like
just
every
did
morning,
9.
doesn't
yeah,
she?
just about.
I usually wake up and I look at my Facebook and I'm like, Shayna's running.
Yeah.
She does her post.
She does about 1,000 miles every year.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh,
I did
Yeah.
70. I did 70 in the month of January, and I was pretty proud of that. I think you have to be over 80 to be on the track for 1,000.
80 a month?
wow.
Yeah,
holy
I'm not good at the
moly.
maths,
So
but
you
I
got to do
think
3
that's
miles
correct,
a day.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that almost
Kudos.
sounds doable.
It does, except it's hard to run every day. So I run 4
Yeah.
days a week, and I'll
Yeah.
do like 4 and then 3 and then 4, and then I'll do a long one on a Saturday, like 6 or 7 or 8. That's long for me.
I don't know if it's. I ran into this problem when I started running. Is I could not keep enough weight on. like I ran into a little bit of issue.
Yeah,
Where,
that's a problem.
well,
struggle with
it
that.
does if you start running a certain amount. It was hard to be able to
Just
like.
melts off.
I didn't have enough time to eat during the day.
You're hungry
Let me-
all of the
Right,
time.
right.
It's something.
I know I joke a lot about hating exercise and stuff. When I remember with the presidential fitness test that everyone did in elementary school.
Oh,
Loved
yeah.
it. My favorite day of school.
Okay, pull-ups. Oh, I was right up there with the guys on pull-ups. I've always
Nice.
been a lot of muscle mass, and I did gymnastics and stuff like that. So muscle mass, not an issue. I could do the pull-ups. Running the mile. I distinctly remember as a kid faking a bee sting so I didn't have to run
that
the
is
mile.
awesome.
What kids?
Ow.
What kid
Ow.
fakes a bee sting? Because I was relatively
How
athletic
did
back
you
then.
fake it? Did you prick yourself? And
No, I was just like, oh, I got stung by a bee. I think it was Mrs.
you didn't
Rucker.
think this one through, did you?
No.
Let me
and
see
she's
it.
like,
No, you can't.
I think I got
It's
stung by-
real bad.
I mean, and it wasn't. I obviously could have ran a mile back then. It was that I have always hated it. I've
You're like,
always
but
hated
why would I
running.
want to?
Why would I want to? It hurts my shins, and I
It
don't.
hurts my shins.
My shins is in
My
pain.
shins are hurting. They're burning. I got the bees after me. But seriously, this is how committed I am to not running.
I just like you went Irish on that for some reason.
It's just funny. She said it. My shins.
The shins.
Oh my gosh. My shins.
Lauren, you're an adult now. You don't need any excuses. If you don't want to run, you don't have to run.
You don't have to run anymore.
If there's a bear chasing you, I suggest, but you don't have to. But I highly
I'll
suggest.
fight. I'll fight.
Actually,
instead
lay
of
down.
flight.
Just die. Act dead.
No, that is how much it is ingrained in me, my soul, to not run. It's got to be something in my DNA.
Come from a long line of non-runners.
Oh my
My
god!
shins.
We're drinking the pints. We're not running.
I would rather do that.
Everyone who's Irish is like, these people suck.
I can't do it. I'm much like British English. I can't do the Irish though. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so
I'm
I'm sorry,
sweating.
Mrs. Rucker, and I faked a bee sting. Second or third grade.
I actually got stung one time
Well-
running.
If you don't run, what would you do if they're after your Lucky Charms?
Oh, Lucky Charms, don't get them.
I gotta take these headphones off.
You
I'm
did-
sweating. See, that's what happens when you run. Your metabolism.
I'm sweaty too.
Okay,
It's
well,
not-
never mind. It's the laughter.
It's the coffee and the laughter.
If you laugh enough, you don't need to run.
That's
Now I'm
right.
That's the
crying.
moral of the story.
So watch K-ROG in the morning instead of
God.
running.
Sometimes watch the Resource Center Monday show.
Yeah, occasionally.
40% of the time, you might lose weight.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe.
So, Tom, you did get stung running one
I
time.
did. I got stung by one of the big bumblebees one time. I was running
Aw.
because I ran.
Sting.
Oh yeah, they do.
It must be like a
And
It's
my
a rabid
coach,
bumblebee.
my
rabbit.
my track coach, Coach Grosso, he was the sprints coach.
Wait, what was his name again?
Coach Grosso. Yeah.
Grosso?
No way.
And I had
Is this on
a.
an
Junior
80s
high,
movie?
please. Tell me it was junior high.
Oh, he wore the short shorts.
Yep.
You know, and he was
Prototypical.
Yeah, we had one of those.
Was he
too.
like Coach Meller?
he was actually the offensive line coach for the
course he
football
was.
team.
Of course he
and
was.
so I got stung by this bee, and I got done running, and I come over and I was like, Coach, I got stung by a bee, and I've always kind of dealt with like anaphylactic shock or getting like
And he
kind of
said-
sick from it.
Baker, go pee on it.
No, what he did,
Rub some dirt on it.
even better. Coach Grosso was a Levi Garrett guy, so he always had a big, huge mound of Levi Garrett in his mouth, and he
Oh, okay, that's
Oh, yeah.
like chew,
he
isn't
pulled
it?
out a large portion of it and
Oh,
slapped it
yeah,
on my
yeah.
thumb.
Actually supposed to work.
He slapped it on
that's
my
right.
thumb and said,
Gross.
"Hold this on there." So I'm sitting here holding Coach Grosso's Levi Garrett and spit around my thumb, running around the track.
There, a whole TV show
Yeah.
could be written about this.
Oh, you
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
running. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't stop.
Yeah.
You have to,
You
so-
sissy. Keep
Yeah, I
going.
know. It was Formula Day, so yeah, we weren't getting out of it.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I actually listened to a podcast last night about how maggot treatment.
Oh, I
Um,
can't do maggots.
no, but they
That's
actually-
my line.
It's like come back around. You know,
Really?
it used to be this is ancient medicine, and they've actually proven that it works.
Mm.
You
Oh,
you reminded me.
Yeah.
You reminded me of that though with the Levi Garrett
the Levi Garrett.
uh,
Cecilia got
salve.
Sorry
Cecilia
for
got
everyone
stung one
Maggots,
time, and I did the
tobacco.
same thing. Cecilia, we were at Chipotle, and she got stung by a wasp, and I took some
Chewbacca.
tobacco out,
Some
and
Chewbacca.
stuck it
Chewbacca.
on there.
Well, this
worked.
took a weird turn.
Well, we're filled
It
with
always
good
does.
tips.
This is now what people come to expect.
Yeah. Well,
If you
I'm-
don't want a
I'm on
weird
the
turn,
show.
people that don't want a weird turn don't watch this
This
show.
is true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just never know which direction it's going to take.
So how did we start today? What was
Well, we started on movies and shows.
Movies.
Like we
We
usually
talked about
do.
Screech.
Well, we talked about
Screech.
the
Yeah.
resource
It
center.
all started
and
with Screech.
and now
then-
we are at
Tobacco and bee stings.
tobacco and bee stings.
And maggots.
Oh,
Maggot
that's not.
treatment.
I can't.
It'll
I
clean
cannot
out a
do it.
wound.
When
It'll
I
clean
was
out
a
a wound.
kid-
It'll eat all the dead skin.
Okay.
It does. That's what it
When
does.
I-
It
Dead-
eats,
yeah.
and it will. They
The
won't
dead
eat,
tissue.
and they won't eat the living tissue.
Right.
And it actually, there's a saliva that they just basically they're spitting all over it, and that is
Cleaning out the.
cleaning out the dead flesh.
I was traumatized by an HBO show when I was a kid because of this topic. I'm not even going to say it.
What was the show?
She's not even
remember
gonna
they
say it.
had-
She's not going to say it.
Try it in an
had,
Irish accent. Maybe
hey,
that'll
at the
come.
show. It was the autopsy show that they did.
Autopsy.
Is that what it was called?
It was called
And
Autopsy.
there
It
was
was
that
Dr. Baden.
And it was one of those
I
things.
met him.
As a kid, you should not have been watching, and your parents went to sleep, and you're like, "I'm going to watch that show tonight."
They used to have some really weird shows on HBO, like
They
late at night.
still do.
Yeah, I don't.
And so
I don't stay up that
well,
well.
I don't really watch HBO anymore, but
Not
they still
once.
do. I'm a night person, so I'm always lurking around in the night.
Uh,
This is true, seriously. And
Let's watch shows about maggots at 12 o'clock
stop
at night.
saying the word.
Shauna says it's definitely entertaining during breakfast. I think she's talking about us. Hopefully, she's not talking about
But
maggots.
no, I was,
We love
I
you,
was
Shauna.
traumatized. I was traumatized because of that show as a kid about the M word, and so it's my
M word.
M word.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
my
Moist, right?
thing. I was later traumatized on Facebook by the word moist, but no. So that is one of my bed bugs and the M word.
maggots.
There's
Yeah, those are.
there's
I
a-
can't do it.
okay.
Interesting.
So I can't
It's
decide if
my
I should do this to you or
kryptonite.
not, Lauren. But since we're on the air, I will. There was a Facebook video that actually traumatized me. It was a dentist, and they pulled this guy's
oh, no.
tooth,
Oh no!
and there were live maggots in his gum
Dadgummit.
coming out where they pulled the tooth. It was. I mean, I was just like, I'm brushing my teeth right
We're
now,
rapidly losing
27
viewers.
times a day.
We're
Yeah.
rapidly
No,
losing
this is like an all-show high right
Yeah,
now.
that's
I'm gonna
incredible.
puke. I'm
This
gonna
has
go
been a
puke
good
in the
show.
back.
Yeah, I was like, well, that is nasty. I don't
That
want
is
everyone to see.
nasty.
Okay.
I actually cursed out the guy that like posted them. You should not have posted that because
Don't
I'm
watch
not.
those videos.
It's been like 2 years. I
That's-
still remember
I
that.
can do Dr. Pimple Popper, but I don't know if I could do maggots
Those
coming out of
are-
We
your
gotta
tooth
change the
socket.
subject. We gotta change the subject.
Okay, sorry, Lauren.
This is not settling well.
My stomach is starting
Breakfast
to
is
turn.
It's
a
coming
little
churning.
bit.
back.
I'm churning.
This stuff does not bother me one bit.
Well, that video had me. I'm like, no thanks.
Nope.
But
Nope.
okay,
Bye,
yeah, we did
Felicia.
just lose 5 viewers. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, there you go.
Right.
Bye,
I'd like
Shauna.
to thoroughly
Bye.
apologize
Bye,
for what
Jason.
just happened. And that's the end of K-ROG, guys.
And we'd like to thank our sponsors one last time.
The air just goes off. We have taken so many weird turns this morning.
Well,
Holy
Yep.
cow.
We should probably leave it at that then, huh?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't want to leave it at that.
Yeah,
We
that's
need-
the
Okay,
thing.
well,
we need
there's
a
a
poly positive moment.
we have the 4-H green buckets at many fine establishments here in
Yes.
Rogersville. We have the 5K, 10K, 20K race, the Cabin Fever run,
Denim and Diamonds.
Denim
Gala.
Denim and Diamonds Gala on April 11th.
April 10th.
10th.
Ish.
Yeah.
10th.
10th.
and
Maggots
right
and
around
marmots.
Dad
Maggots,
gummit.
marmots, and
Everyone knows my kryptonite now. Everyone knows my weakness. Oh,
We'll stop.
thank you.
I'm
Okay.
done.
They're
I'm
not going
done.
to stop.
Yeah, well, maybe. You have to show me a video.
Oh, I do have to show you a video. It's
Yeah.
funny, though.
Yep.
It's not disturbing.
Okay. Hey, we'll be back next week, right?
Next week.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If we
Yeah.
don't get canceled.
The question is, will you be back?
I do have.
One last
I don't know how to necessarily navigate this, but
You don't wanna-
we do
There's
need
no rules.
Segue.
we do need help at some of our upcoming sports events
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
in
this is a good
Rogersville,
topic.
Yep.
and we can train.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know, but you have an interest in learning about video production
What we do.
or what we're doing, a lot of us learned it on the fly.
All of us, except for Tom.
Well, yeah.
Tom's
Well,
a
I did
pro.
a long time ago learning on the fly. So, but if you have an interest, if you have a child that has an interest, and when we say child,
And a driver's license.
yeah, and a driver's license, that would help. Unless you want to drive there to each one of the games, but it's a community group that we're trying to broadcast some of the local sports, and there are other events that are coming up that if we have the help, it makes it that much easier because a lot of us are pulling double duty on things. So if you have any interest out there, please get in touch with us.
You can message the page.
You can message the page. You can get in touch with any one of us individually, and we can get you directed in the right place.
So
You'll,
we
you'll learn stuff and have good mentors. I
Yeah.
think.
Talk about maggots.
We
Oh,
it wasn't
that's
me. We started those first games we broadcast on an iPhone, and now we're bringing cameras and production
Right.
equipment and actually taking it up a notch or two or seven. So,
And it's, you know what?
It's
There's whether we like it or not, our world is going to video, folks. And if you want to
100%.
teach some good skills to young kids growing up, opposed to Call of Duty, learning how to video, learning how to video and run a camera is a great skill.
Yep.
It is a great skill.
Sure
Trust
is.
me, I've made a lot of money in
Absolutely.
in my life.
the other thing that I think any projects like this teach young folks like that is responsibility
And
Yes.
teamwork.
and teamwork.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah, you could
stand-
do more than just make TikTok videos,
And doing
Yeah.
things for
which
your
is a great
community.
learning spot too. but-
Doing things for your community.
Absolutely.
Very much so.
yeah, turn that fun stuff into good use.
Okay, folks, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week, I promise. We're going to make it happen no matter what happens.
It's happening.
We'll see you then.
If there's a tube.